Hi, it's Maureen Mentz, and welcome to week 2 of Professional Learning Communities. What are they, and how do I get started? In week 1, we learned what a PLC is, and we considered how it might benefit the schools that we work in. Now in week 2, we're going to think about what it takes to get started actually setting up PLCs in our schools. And we're going to formulate some steps that will help us to move forward. In the research section this week, we are going to consider possible roles that PLCs might serve in our schools. Since each school is different, and each school is on a different place in the continuum that we looked at last week in week 1, it'll be up to your individual school to make the choice that would serve your goals the best. I've given you a link to an article by Jay McTighe called Making the Most of Professional Learning Communities. You might recognize the name Jay McTighe as the co-author, along with Grant Wiggins, of a book that many of us have read and have used in our schools called Understanding by Design. In this article about professional learning communities, Mr. McTighe discusses 3 possible answers to the question, what should teachers be doing when they meet in learning teams? Then he ends by addressing the question of how a school makes time for the collaboration necessary to develop a learning community. I've also provided a link to a professional learning community capacity planning checklist, which I found on Solution Tree Press. The checklist is a useful tool for thinking about the kinds of tasks that your school faculty is ready to tackle today, and what investments of time, professional development, funding are necessary to accomplish each task. I would suggest working through this checklist with a small group of energetic, forward-thinking teachers and administrators in your school, and then coming up with the tasks that seem the most urgent, and as this illustration shows, the most ripe for your school to tackle first. We always talk about plucking the lowest hanging fruit, and also in this case the ripe fruit, the people who are most likely to want to join you on this journey. This week in the Apply section, I've asked you to apply your learning by answering a series of questions that will help you think about what you need in order to get started in forming professional learning communities in your school. Your answers to these questions are for your own use, but I've asked you to reflect on the first steps that you would want to take towards achieving the vision that you created in week 1. And finally, in the Discuss section, you'll have an opportunity to share one obstacle or roadblock to success that you've identified, and to draw on the experience and expertise of your fellow classmates in our course to consider ways to overcome or perhaps to detour around that obstacle. Again, I've enjoyed learning with you these 2 weeks. I hope you've enjoyed the course and gotten a better understanding of PLCs and how to get started with them in your school. Please do get in touch with me with any questions that you have. My email is on the bottom of the slides in the PowerPoint, and I'd love to hear from you. So it's been great learning with you these 2 weeks, and I look forward to hearing from you.